Hey everybody, welcome to Kiki Loves Nigeria. Hey, I hope everybody can hear me. I hope everybody can hear me okay. Um, I got my microphone connected and I'm trying to get on here, but my computer is acting up so I can read the comments, but this computer does not want to participate tonight. So, hey, how's everybody doing tonight? I missed you guys last week. I was moving. This is my new minimalist house. I got rid of that big house, and now I got me a minimalist house because it was just ridiculous having all that stuff. And for what? Just to say I got all that stuff. So, hey, I got on here. I can see the comments now. So, let's go. So, how's everybody doing? So, hey, I want to welcome everybody to Kiki Loves Nigeria. As you know, I am the host of the show, Kiki. And tonight, we're going to talk about something different, you guys. I had to switch it all up after I saw that post from KWESI. Did you guys see that post today? Okay. All this work, everything we've been talking about, everything we've been going through, all of us, because we've been going through this together. This has not just been Kiki going through this by herself. This has been the whole Kiki and the crew going through this. Yes. When I saw that post, I didn't know. Because despite what Dusty says, KWESI and I do not work together. So I didn't know that that was going to be, the post. I didn't know. I didn't know that was going to happen today. So when I saw that, I was just like, oh my God. It was really worth it. It was everything that I've been through, everything that I constantly go through. It was worth it. Everything that we were saying, everything that you guys were telling me was true. Everything. So let me get back to introducing myself because I've just gotten so excited. I've just jumped the gun. So let me finish. What are we going to talk about tonight? Tonight, we're going to talk about the victory for the people. We're going to talk about our victory. We're going to talk about how KWESI and Art Cathey were completely vindicated today of all charges, of all fake charges by the Dusty Divas. Yeah, we said they was lying. We said they was lying. Yeah, and guess what, y'all? The prosecutor agreed with us. The prosecutor said, yeah, they are lying. Yeah, this man scammed no one. But I keep getting off track. Let me go back. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We were going to talk about the new research. We'll talk about that next week. But tonight we're going to talk about this. Okay. So also, why should we care about this man's vindication? Kiki, why should we even care about KWESI Boyd? What does this have to do with us? Why should we care? We should care about this because as many people who talked about this man, be convicted this man in the law, in the court of public opinion, all those people who said he was guilty, all those people who said Art Cathey were guilty, those same people need to come out and say they're innocent. Those same people need to come out and apologize. Those same people need to use that same amount of energy to help get this message out that these people did not do anything, just like we said. So that's why we should care. That's why we should care about this. Okay. So who are we talking about? For some people who don't know, everybody, some people who just join us, because a lot of people are new and this is their first time. So sometimes I got to backtrack. A lot of times I got to backtrack. So who are we talking about? We're talking about KWESI Boyd. Okay. KWESI Boyd, he is the CEO of Invest Relocate Africa. Invest Relocate Africa is a company that helps people in the diaspora, okay? Help you invest in Africa, well, the Gambia, namely, help you invest in the Gambia, help you travel to the Gambia, and help you relocate, repatriate to the Gambia. So that's what he does, okay? So he brought some people on from the United States to help, okay? Those people we call the Dusty Divas. We borrow that name from the Fresh Prince of Wakanda. Okay. And we call them the Dusty Divas because everything they do is just dusty, man. It's just so wrong. And it's no other way to describe it but dusty. Okay. So these two people he brought in to help work for him, they ended up connecting with some people from the UK, namely Molly Morris, got in their ear, Phoenix ear, got in her ear as soon as she got there, turned this woman against KWESI. Then, of course, we know what happened after that. For those of you who don't know, she got Dusty Travel with Tay Tay on her team when she got there. And they went on this mission to destroy KWESI Boyd and Art Cathey. Okay? They accuse these people of fraud. They accuse these people of theft. They accuse these people of mismanagement of funds. Okay? So after Molly Morris and Blacksett got into these two Dusty broads' ear, okay, we know what happened after that. They went on social media to promote these allegations as true, okay? They went to YouTube, they went to Facebook, they went to everything they could to destroy this man's reputation and to destroy Art Cathey's reputation and to destroy the image of Invest Relocate Africa, okay? The Dusty Divas simply did not understand the makeup of Invest Relocate Africa. Neither did Molly Morris and neither did Blacksett, okay? They were saying this was a Ponzi scheme. This was not a Ponzi scheme. This is a crowdfunding campaign. They didn't understand that. And instead of asking questions, instead of trying to find the answers, they just run with what they thought was to be true. And you see what happened. They went out to destroy. They went on a true mission to destroy this man and Art Cathey. Okay. So the results, the results came out today. Okay. The results, the fake allegations were spread throughout the repat community. They were spread on YouTube, and they were spread by the people who he assisted to relocate to the Gambia. Okay. The one person who knew that this was all a lie and who knew KWESI's business was legit was Big Pimpin', the happy companion, but he was not going to come out in defense of anybody because he's spineless and he has no backbone. But we're going to prove that with the next research study, okay? So let me continue. He could have came and said, KWESI helped me relocate. He helped me with my land, but he did none of that. He did none of that, okay? These are the three people he helped repatriate to the Gambia. So when the allegations were made shortly after the Dusty Divas arrived to the Gambia, okay, again, Morris befriended her, Phoenix Rain, but the aim of the whole friendship, it was never a legitimate friendship, you guys. Remember, this friendship was always about getting in this woman's head, turning her against KWESI, getting her on their team, okay, to somehow stage a corporate coup inside of this company and overthrow this company. And this is exactly what they tried to do, okay? And again, once they got this plan in their head, the Dusty Divas went off with it. They took off with it, and they attempted to overthrow this company, and they attempted to take this man's investors. Okay? For those of you who don't know what happened, this is what happened. For those of you who don't know what the big deal is, this is what the big deal is. These were people this man trusted. These were people this man brought there to help work and build this company. These people got there. They turned on him. They were in his house, planning this in his house with people who were smiling in his face. But we're supposed to believe that these are the people, that KWESI's the one committing fraud and theft and mismanagement of funds. But we've seen it. We've seen the data. We've seen it. We've seen the messages. We've seen it from Adrian from Blacksit. We've seen it from Molly Morris. We've seen it from Phoenix Rain. We've seen it all in this man's house. But they were telling us he was the one that was the scammer, as Dusty Diva calls him, the scammer. But not according to the justice system in the Gambia, he's not. Not according to them, he's not. Not according to the prosecutor in the Gambia, he's not. So it was all lies, like we said. It was all attention. It was all anger, because I can't have you, because I can't be with you, because this didn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out. So, oh, this must be true. This must be true. You got to be a scammer because you don't want us. You got to be a scammer. For those of you who don't know, these two women were romantically attracted to KWESI Boyd. This was another reason they staged this corporate coup, because they thought in their minds there was going to be some type of relationship. And when they got there and they realized there was no relationship, that was another reason they turned on this man. So, again, why should we care about this? Because these lies, this makes us look like liars. These people are liars, like we've been saying. And they're over in the Gambia pretending to be leaders. Leaders. But they're liars. The happy big pimpin', the happy companion, could have stood up for KWESI at any time, but he didn't. What did he do? He realigned himself with the people who were planning and plotting to overthrow this man. He realigned himself with them. That's what he did. Yeah, that's what he did. What did the Dusty Divas do? When they realized, oh, they couldn't get KWESI, what did they start doing? Sleeping with every man in the Gambia, sleeping with all the men around him. Dusty paying men for sex. KWESI said he was so embarrassed. The first night, this woman goes and have sex with Gambia Nice and pay him $1,000. Then she hooks up with Renee Marcus's brother, paid him I don't know how much money to be with her. Then he left and went off with somebody else. This is the reputation. I made a whole video about it. This is the reputation. And we're not supposed to be concerned. I'm not supposed to be concerned. We're not supposed to be concerned that these people have made us look like buffoons. Buffoons, liars, stupid liars. This was all a stupid lie. A stupid lie. Not even a lie that makes sense. It was a stupid lie. Once we put the pieces together, we saw how stupid the lie was. He gave the money to his partner in crime. The partner in crime, the CEO of the company, was the partner in crime. Well, KWESI's the CEO. His partner, his business partner, Art Cathey. Yeah, that's who the partner in crime was. They're talking about passing the cocaine back and forth. She was the one. They said, we're doing that. We read the messages. She was the one asking for drugs. And we shouldn't be concerned about this. We should not be concerned about this. You know what? If we're not concerned about this, then something's wrong with us as a people. Something is wrong with us as Black women and Black men if we're not concerned about this, if we're not bothered by this. This went on for a whole year. A whole year. People accused this man of scamming people, accused Art Cathey of stealing money because two dusty broads didn't understand a Ponzi scheme from a crowdfunding campaign, and was just and it was, I don't even know what they were. I don't even understand What type of people don't ask? If you don't understand something, why not ask? Why take to social media and make up lies? That's why I'm telling you it was about more than what you think it was about. It was about more than what we think it was about. It wasn't just about them being scammers. It was truly about them wanting a relationship with this man, them wanting to be Art Cathey, them wanting to take her place. This was what this was all about. And when they realized none of this was going to happen, oh, what Molly Morris, the snake that was smiling in KWESI's face, what he said, that had to be true, but not according to the prosecutor in the Gambia, not according to the justice system in the Gambia. Miss Lisa, KWESI's ex-wife, I thought you said you just give them money and they just do whatever the money says. That's what you said, Miss Lisa. But now that's not what we saw. Not from what we saw. We saw that the justice system in the Gambia stands up for what's right. It listens to the truth. That's what they showed us. So why else should we care? Because it affects your social standing. It affects your social standing. You don't want to live in a country, you don't want to live anywhere where your people have no social standing, because that means you can't impact change in that community. You don't want to do that. These type of people, Big Pimp and the Happy Companion, who's over there just hogging up every little business he can, taking every business he can from the Gambian, every dollar, every cent, he taking it from the Gambians, taking money from us, exploiting us. These are the people over there. And these two women who just sleep with as as you guys say, these two women who sleep with half the Gambia, and they're representing us, and we're not supposed to be concerned. But we got to win today. We got to win today. Yeah. We got to win today. The truth was told. These trashy people don't represent us. Big Pimpin' doesn't represent us. We don't exploit each other. We don't exploit Africans. We build together. I'm not going to take from you and tell you come work for me. How is that? How am I helping you when I'm taking from you? When I'm not allowing you to establish your own, because I'm coming in and I'm taking it. And then I'm going to say, I'm going to give you a job. I'm going to give you a job. And that's helping me. And his trolls come troll me faithfully. Well, keep on coming. Keep on coming. Because this just really let me know that what I'm doing is right, like I said. I'm going to speak up for the truth every time. And I'm not done with these repacks. Oh, it's not over. They're the ones who are now going to be checked out for theft and fraud and mismanagement. But see, I'm not going to report what I find to YouTube. Oh, I'll report it to YouTube, but I'm going to report it to the authorities also, because that's my duty as a public servant. Yeah. So it's not over. It's not over. Oh, no, this is only just the beginning. Okay. So what else? It impacts our ability, like I was just saying, to be instruments of change, because we have such a bad reputation in the Gambia, such a terrible stank reputation in the Gambia. Just troublemaker reputation. But we're not supposed to be concerned about this. Nobody's supposed to care about this. We're supposed to do like them repats in the Gambia are doing, sitting back, watching this happen and not saying nothing. And I'm not saying everybody's supposed to say something, because everybody does not have that spirit, that warrior spirit in them. Everybody is not supposed to fight the fight. But when somebody steps up to fight the fight, You need to just be quiet. If you're not going to fight the fight, how dare you step up and criticize somebody who is going to fight the fight? Because you mad? Because you don't have enough nerve? You don't have enough gumption inside of you to do it? So you attack the person who does it? What kind of coward are you? What kind of coward are you? But this is not over. Not by any means. Not by any means. Not from what I was finding from doing this research on their reputations. On their reputations. If you got a bad personal reputation, you think you're not going to have a bad business reputation? You think that? You think that? If you're an exploiter in regular life, you think you're not going to be an exploiter in your business life? You think so, or you think not? So let's finish. So again, we're going to talk about the latest developments tonight. We're going to talk about the KWESI and Art Cathey have been cleared of all charges. All charges have been cleared. An announcement was made today on KWESI's community page that all fraud allegations, all theft allegations, misconduct, mismanagement allegations were cleared. I'm gonna see if I can bring it up. But y'all know this computer I got is crazy, you know. So they were cleared. He was cleared from all charges today. Okay. So what do y'all got to say about that? What do y'all have to say about that? Because according to you guys cleared him a long time ago. You guys were the ones that was saying these people is trash, Kiki. The Dusty Divas is trash, Kiki. You all was saying they sleeping with half the Gambia, Kiki. They chasing these young boys, Kiki. You guys were saying all of this. You guys, not me. Who put me on the trail? You guys did. You should be proud of yourselves. That's who you should be proud of, yourselves, because you got the truth out there. And people say, I can't believe you read the comments, because that's where the truth is, in the comments. You want to know what's going on? Read the comments, because that's where the answers are, in the comments. Yeah. So, yeah. So they were clear from all allegations. I'm trying to bring it up so I can read it to you guys. Hopefully this computer will cooperate. And so he posted it today. They plan to take action against those people who lied on them. We know who those people are. Yeah, and I'm going to continue to take action on those people who lied on them too. So here we go. Thank you, computer. It acted right. Okay, listen, guys, I'm going to read it to you. It says, arrest update. Gambian authorities have dropped the charges of fraud, theft, mismanagement placed against me. Prosecutors, after looking at the facts in the case, have determined that there was no scam, that the Invest, Relocate Africa, and Art Cathey Heals was operating a legitimate business organization. This brings closure to those looking for the truth regarding false accusations made against our business last year. Many people were hurt financially, and we look forward to the immediate resolution for those that are liable for their loss. Thanks for those who all supported us through this horrible and shameful attack. This is a win for those looking to make a positive contribution to the continent. So what y'all think about that? Hey, visionary, hello. How you doing? Hi, Kiki. Sorry about Art Cathey. Did not at all contribute to a good reputation of the Reef Fats neither. I'm sorry, you sure must. Yeah, I did observe that. I did. That's why I don't talk about her too much, because yeah, yeah. But she is not a thief, she is not a scammer, and she does not commit fraud. She doesn't do any of that. We can say that. All the other stuff, um, I'm just not going to comment on that. Just I'm just not going to comment because, as you know, this visionary love, I don't talk about her like that. I don't, you know, I don't. I don't comment on her. I talk about her when I have to. Certain times when on certain parts of the story, I have to bring her into the story. But I just kind of stay away from that. I stay away from that whole situation. But yes, so the prosecutor, as I just read to you guys, the prosecutor has cleared KWESI and Art Cathey from all charges, and says that they were operating a legitimate business. Not talk about Art Cathey. She and KWESI were joined at the hip. We'll see now. Again, you need to go back because you're new. You're new, and you need to go back and you need to find out why we don't talk about her for this study. Okay? Because there's a reason why. We just don't talk about her. I'm talking about something else. What I was talking about with Visionary of Love was talking about just on a personal issue. I don't talk about her personally. But with this research issue with KWESI Boyd's repack community, she had nothing to do with that. That's why I don't research her and I don't talk about her. And on a personal level, I just don't talk about her. Okay. So that's why we don't talk about her. We only talk about the people who played a role in these repacks coming to the Gambia. Okay. So that's why. Now, what did you say? If KWESI suffered business losses, it could be because of Art Cathey's tour. Well, well, that would be up for his attorney to determine that. I'm sure they're going to break it down because you have to prove how this person you know, caused you damages. Okay. Uh, Phoenix Rain, the Dusty Divas, they were saying this man's name. I showed you. I don't know if you were here then. You seem like a new person. Um, you might not have seen the videos of where they were actually saying this man was on drugs. They were actually saying this, they saw this man use drugs. They were saying this man stole money. They were saying things that defamed this man's character. Okay. So that's the difference. You when you do things like that, that's going to cost me money. And those things cost him money. Those things, when if you're not, I'm not sure which video it was so many videos. But in this particular video, we were talking about defamation. I think it was the drama queen, Phoenix Rain, the drama queen of the Gambia. And I actually show you, these documents, these statements that this woman is making about him on Facebook. So yeah, that's why I don't talk about Art Cathey, because Art Cathey had nothing to do with this. She had nothing to do with bringing the repats to the Gambia. She had nothing to do with this whole repat situation. That's why she's not involved in this. Okay. But I do talk about her, and like I said, in some cases, because I have to, I have to involve her. Okay. But, just to say, I mean, what am I going to say? She shouldn't have did this. She shouldn't have did that. What is the point of that? What is the point of that? That's my judgment call. There's no point in that. I'm not researching her. If I'm researching her, that's different. She's not even in the Gambia. She doesn't even talk about the Gambia. These people for this research study there were certain criteria that had to be met. And one of them is that you had to be in the Gambia. Okay. And these people were in the Gambia. So, I mean, to keep bringing Art Cathey into it, I think that's a little, I mean, here nor there. She's gone. She left. She doesn't talk about the Gambia anymore. She's moved on. So I don't think, I don't think she's relevant at this point. I really don't. I don't think she's relevant to this situation. I thought the topic was if repats give a bad reputation to Black Americans. I thought the topic was if repats give a, no, it was that was the topic, but there were certain repats. Okay. Remember, we said KWESI Boyd's repat community. That's what we were talking about. KWESI Boyd's repat community. That's why there were certain groups, people that were not included in this, because we weren't just talking about repats. We defined exactly which repats we were talking about. And we were talking about the repats that KWESI Boyd assisted in repatriating to the Gambia. Because remember, his reputation was on the line. His credibility was on the line. Remember, they were saying that he was a scammer, that he was not doing these things, okay? So we wanted to check out the people. Well, he had to be doing something because he assisted 3 people in repatriating. And he helped one of them actually with the land purchase. Big Pimpin actually purchased land from him. He helped him with that transaction. I'm not going to say from him. I'm going to say with the transaction. I don't know who he actually purchased it from. So those are the repat communities that we're talking about, okay? Because there's many repats, African-American repats in the Gambia who are not on YouTube. It's a lot of them. So I can't really include them and say they're scammers and they're doing this because I don't know. And the only way I know is you got to have a YouTube account, because see, if you're on YouTube, then I can go and I can look at your stuff and I can research you. But if you're not on YouTube, how can I research you? Even Art Cathey, how can I research her now? She's not there. She's not talking about the Gambia now. She's completely moved on. She's selling land in America. This woman is just past this. Like I said, to keep throwing her into this, it's no point in that. Let's get to the point. The point is, the prosecutor in the Gambia said these people are not guilty of what Dusty Traveled with Tay Tay accused them of. They are not guilty of what Dusty Phoenix Rain accused them of. This is the point, you guys. This is what's important here. This is what's been going on throughout history. Black men, Black people have been accused of things that they hadn't done just because they dared to be successful. I told you about Ida B. Wells. I told you about her friends. I told you about the Red Record. This is the same thing. But thank God it was a Black government involved. Thank God it was in Africa. Thank God it was there and not here in the United States of America. Because who knows what way it would have went here? Who knows? But there, they looked at everything. They looked at everything. And you know what? I even take that back. Even here, from the evidence that I've seen, even here, they couldn't have won that case. Nobody could have won that case because there was no fraud there. There was nothing there. We looked at, you guys are the one who told me to look at it. There was nothing there. That's why it was never reported to the Federal Bureau of Investigations. It was never reported to them because there was nothing there. There was nothing to report. This was all for attention. This was all for YouTube, because you know what? For YouTube, you need content. You need content, and you need content people want to watch. So people who are not creative, people who have no skills, they're going to make up stuff and they're going to lie on people to get you to watch. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened, because they knew they needed an income. They needed to get on YouTube because they needed an income. They needed an audience, especially Phoenix. Shantae had a little change. That's why she didn't care too much about it. She didn't start caring about it till after the fact. And she liked it because of the attention that she got from YouTube and the donations. When she started realizing she could get donations from YouTube, that's when she really became interested in YouTube. But she didn't really understand YouTube because she had a little change. So she didn't need it like Dusty Phoenix needed it. Okay. So why is this important? So we got any more questions so far? Okay, so we're talking about why this is important. Why this is important, why this development today is really, really important for us as a people, is because we need to understand the importance of data and the importance of research. That's so crucial because we figured this out way before this verdict came out today. Way before this came out today. You guys said it, and all I did was put it together. You said it in the comment section, and I put it together, and I traced it back. I followed the dollars, just like they taught me in school. Follow the money. Follow the money, honey. And the money led back to the UK. The people in the UK, Molly Morris, Blacksit, they don't want to lose any money. They don't want to lose that American dollar to KWESI Boyd. So let's undermine KWESI, and we're going to use his own people to do it, because we know African Americans are very jealous of each other. We know that. And we know they will turn on each other in a drop of a hat. And that's just what happened. So this reinforces, you guys, the importance of data and research in our community. It reinforces the importance of us working together as a people. It reinforces that. It reinforces that the intellectuals come on YouTube and give what we're trained to do for free to our people. To our people who don't have access to this on our issues that are impacting us. Because we use these skills to see how things are impacting the United States, how issues are impacting the United States. We use these skills to see how it's impacting other groups. Use them to see how they're impacting our people. And that's what we did. That's what we did. And I was happy and I was honored that I was the tool that you guys used to get this done. Because we kept pushing the truth. And look what happened today. The prosecutor told everybody, yeah, these people did nothing. These people did nothing. Did nothing but try to have a legitimate business in the Gambia, but try to help African Americans. But I'm telling you, that's why when I was in graduate school, that's why my friends always told me, don't deal with African Americans. Don't take on African American issues because they don't appreciate it. They will turn on you. But I always said, no, I got to help my people. Like my grandmother told me, learn everything you can at that university, and then you come back and you help your people. Because a lot of them don't get a chance to go to that university that you got a chance to go to. So I gladly come back, and I do this for free, Molly Morris, not because I'm bored. I enjoy doing research. I enjoy educating my mind. I enjoy learning the truth. I enjoy learning what my people are thinking. So let's finish. So this is why this is so profound. What else did we learn from this, you guys? We learn that the truth will always win in the end. My grandma always told me that. She always told me that. She always said the truth will always prevail. And look, the truth prevailed. The truth prevailed. It was proved the Dusty Divas are a liar, like we've been saying. They're liars. Big Pimpin' Happy Companion has no backbone. He's a coward. He's a fake person. He's just a fake person. And look, the man they tried to bring down, still standing in the end. And the court said, you did nothing wrong, sir. You did nothing wrong. So where are the apologies at? That's what I want to know. Where's the apologies at? Where's all the videos at? But hey, y'all, now I'm starting to think that's why Dusty Traveled with Tay Tay ran out of the Gambia so fast, because she knew this was coming down. She knew she was a liar. She knew this was all coming down, and she's the liar, because she's a big liar, and she's so disrespectful of the justice system. She is so disrespectful. She could care less about the justice system. She got a lawyer. You got a lawyer? I thought you said you had a lawyer, so that made him guilty. You got a lawyer. I got a lawyer. I'm going to see the prosecutor. Remember all them stupid videos to further make you think this man was guilty of something? She played this game all the way to the end, but look where she at now, in Arizona. Back in Arizona. Yeah, she probably knew. So she thought, let me get out. Let me get out of here before they all found out that I was lying. Let me get out of here, because she not with her little boyfriend no more. Excuse me. That's over. But how could she expect to still be with the little boyfriend the way she just? Oh yeah, I'm trying to stay centered in this camera. This is my first time filming at my new house. But think about that. This woman is so disrespectful of Gambian culture. She went on here and talked about this man's sister so bad, and she thought this man was gonna stay in a relationship with her. Did she seriously believe that? And now she gone. Now she done ran back to the United States, then caused all this ruckus in the Gambia, caused all this ruckus, made us look like straight stupid fools, chasing little boys, paying them for sex. And now she done ran back to the United States. I done made this mess. I'm not going to fix nothing. I'm not going to fix it. I'm not going to stand up and be accountable for the things I said. Oh no, I'm going to run back to the United States. That's what I'm going to do. Run back to the United States before y'all find out. But they find out on YouTube, I'm going to get up out of here. That's what she did. But she gone. She's gone. Who does that? She said she came back for what, y'all? She said she came back to start a nonprofit. Like I told y'all, I didn't tell y'all yet. That's the next video. Yeah. In our next series, I'll talk about that next week. But her nonprofit is not registered and it is not licensed. Okay. It's not registered and it is not licensed. And I told her that I'm going to file a complaint against her with the IRS. And I am. As soon as I get my facts together, because I want to send them a nice report. Yeah, that's my civic duty. If I see wrongdoing, to report it, and that's what I do. Yeah, because what she's doing, you cannot do that. And now she wants to come on while she's in the airport after I tell her I'm going to report her, because she's acting as a nonprofit, taking donations, and she's not licensed, and she's not telling people that she's not licensed. She's making people think she's licensed, but she's not. She's not licensed and she's not registered to solicit funds in any of the 37 states that require it. Video coming soon. So she's saying she's coming back to start this nonprofit. Please, people, you can do all of that online. She's lying. She's straight lying. And even if she starts this nonprofit today, the complaint is still filed for all those months you were acting as a nonprofit without a license. when you were not registered in any of the 37 states to take money in donations and fundraising, but you did it anyway. Yeah. You can't backtrack that. And then what's she gonna say? I got a lawyer. I got an attorney. So what? So you got an attorney. That does not change the fact that you were acting as a nonprofit, taking donations, but you were not licensed and you were not registered, and you did not let people know that. You did not let people know that. So let's continue. Like I said, video coming soon. She know that because I told her I was about to do that to her. The truth will always win. And you know what? This is something else that I really, really, really learned from doing this research. Okay. And that's this, is that it's the people that you call your friend are the ones who will do these type of things to you. These are the ones who will try to take you out. These are the ones who are immensely jealous of you. These are the ones who will come for you. These are the ones who plot behind your back. It's the people that you call friends. All of these people were KWESI's friends. He helped each and every one of them to go to the Gambia, to repatriate to the Gambia. He helped each one of them. And in return, look what he got. Letters to the prosecutor, requesting charges be filed against him. Scandalize this man's name. They even went to the point to try to steal this man's customers, his investors. They were trying to take the investors and take them as their own. This is really sad. But this isn't anything new. This is the history of Black people, African American people. This is what we do to each other. This is what we do. This is why I call them slaves and sellouts. Because warriors don't do this, but slaves and sellouts do. See, there's two types of African American people. This is what you guys got to understand. There's the slaves and the sellouts, and then there's the warriors. Okay? Because that's pretty much the ones how they were selling us. They would get the slaves, who were just generational slaves, who were just families of slaves. They were selling them, and they were selling the warriors that they were capturing warfare. Okay? Or the people who were leaders in the community, who were standing up to the people who were doing wrong. So those are the two types of African Americans that you have. These slaves, these sellouts, then you have these warriors. That's why it's always a clash between the two, because it always will be. It always will be a clash between the two, because the slaves and the sellouts are always trying to get us enslaved and always trying to sell us out, while the warriors are always trying to get us free. We always trying to set us free. It's an ongoing fight. It's never going to stop. People were telling me, why can't come on. Why can't what? Why can't we not argue? Why can't we not? That sounds ridiculous. When have we not argued? When have we have not fought? When have that ever happened in history? Please let me know. I would love to read about that. Because the last time I checked, how we got here was the result of an argument. It was the result of a fight. So somebody please help me out. I'm thirsty, sorry. Yeah, that was the saddest point to me. Was that these were his friends, and how each of them turned on him. That's what was crazy, y'all. Each one of them turned on him. Who sent letters to the prosecutor? I shouldn't say letters. I shouldn't call them letters. But you know, you got to file charges. I guess that's what you call them, charges. And here you write a, it's called, you got to write out a letter. It's not a letter, I'm sorry. It's called a statement. That's what it's called. Okay, you said who sent letters. So it's not a letter, it's a statement. Okay. And to my understanding from the data, the Dusty Divas were the ones who wrote the statements to the prosecutor that this man was stealing money. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? They were the ones who made the allegations. Okay. So I wouldn't say letters. I shouldn't say letters. That's not a good way to describe it. It's a statement. It's not a letter. And you write out the statement and you say, this is what happened. And I feel like I was, wronged. And then you let the prosecutor handle the case. Okay. Decide if there was really some wrongdoing going on. We got any more questions? Okay. So we want to know now, how does this information impact the repat community? How is this information impacting us as a people? Well, what we know now, it proves that Mr. Boyd and Invest Relocate Africa is, not was, because it's still going, is a credible, legitimate business. And it proves that they have been assisting the diaspora in visiting, investing, and relocating to the Gambia. Okay? Just as they said they were going to do, they did. Okay? Everything they said they were going to do, they did. They said they were going to establish these businesses, they established the businesses. They said they were going to help people repatriate, they helped people repatriate. They said they were going to help people, um, we said invest, repatriate, visit, because some people wanted to visit. They said they were going to help people visit the Gambia, and they helped people visit the Gambia. And the prosecutor today proved that all of that was true. So, do we have any questions? I'm going to stop there. I'm looking for my folder. I'm going to stop there and see if you guys got any questions. Because you guys have been awfully quiet again. That concerns me when you get quiet like that. Any questions? Any statements? Anything? Anybody want to say anything? Nobody wants to say anything? Okay. You guys are awfully quiet. What's the matter with everybody tonight? You want me to just keep talking? Hold on. Okay. So you guys want me to just keep going? Okay. So that's what we found out. That's what it proved. It proved that these people were running a legitimate business. I'm sorry, y'all. My niece just moved my camera. I know how kids are. They don't care. They just come grabbing stuff, slamming stuff. Okay. So it just proves that these people were running a legitimate business. It proves that these people were telling the truth. It proves that the Dusty Divas defamed this man's character. It proves that the Dusty Divas are liars. It proves that Big Pimp and the Happy Companion. It proves that he has no loyalty and that he is a coward. That's what it proves. So again, I want to thank the justice system in the Gambia for doing this, for taking this step, for saying the truth, for siding with the truth. I want to thank the repacks who continue to talk about this issue, even though nobody was listening, because for a long time, nobody was even listening. Nobody even cared. They were just like, oh, he did it, and that's the end of it. But no, that was not the end of it. It was way more to it than that. And you guys just kept talking about it and kept talking about it and kept talking about it until the truth finally got out. And now, look, people are now siding with you all. Okay. And let's see. Uh, and I want to really thank, okay, we're going to smooth, I'm going to finish this and then we're going to talk about the next research project because that's what I'm looking for, the notes for that. Okay. So, and then I want to thank the repat community really for listening because you guys really listened, you guys commented, you guys really participated, and that's what really got things moving. Okay? So, if we are done with that, we're going to talk about the next research project. Okay? I got a question here. So, this person says, oh, I can't put them up because I'm not on that screen. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't post the comments. Let's see. It says, I wonder if anybody repatted to the Gambia through Blacksit. Is there any info? Yes, a lot of people did, but I didn't research Blacksit. So I don't know what their experience was, but I do know that there were people who repatriated through Blacksit. So Blacksit pretty much does the same thing, okay? And that's why they didn't want KWESI to do it because they felt like, okay, if he starts doing it, he's going to take money away from us, okay? So that's what happened with that. So yeah, Blacksit did help people, but I don't know how their experience. I don't know anything about their experience because again, I didn't research Blacksit. I've never researched them. I see, because really to research these people for me, I have to watch their channels. I have to really watch their channels because I got to pay attention to what they say. Blacksit and the UK people, I don't watch their channels. I'm just going to be frank. I don't watch their channels. So I feel like I really can't comment on them to that point because I don't watch them. I don't watch them at all. I don't watch Blacksit. I don't watch Molly Morris. The only reason I know about Molly Morris, I watched him a little, and the only reason I know about him is because of his restaurant, Moe's Too. Because remember, Phoenix used to go there, so that's why I know about him. But most of the stuff, no, I don't. I don't really comment. I don't research them, and if I don't know about people, I don't talk about them because that's just spreading gossip and rumors to me. Okay. So, any more questions about that? No? Okay. So, again, we were talking about last week. We had talked, well, the last week I was on here, we talked about what we were going to research. Remember, we were coming up with a new research topic. We wanted to research from what you guys were saying. You all were interested in how are the repats exploiting the repat community? Because from when you do research, what happens? You get leads to other research, other topics that you want to investigate. Okay, so while investigating their reputations as bullies with bad reputations, I started seeing patterns in these people's behavior, like this patterns of exploitation. Like in every area, I started seeing these people are exploiting. Everywhere they can exploit, they can. The dusty divas in their relationships. They get younger men who are not financially stable, who are not stable in any way, and they support these younger men to get them to stay in relationships with them. This what's his name? Big Pimp and Happy Companion Same thing. He gets young women who don't have much of anything. And like he tells you, all you got to do is come here, take care of one of these women. You can get you 4 of these sisters here. He tell you they don't have much. All you got to do is take care of them. And what does that mean, to take care of them? That means different things to different people. But so it was these things, these statements, these behaviors, these bullying behaviors, the passive aggressiveness of Big Pimpin'. You know how he sends his trolls to come troll me. But then he acts like on his channel, he's this pious Muslim and, he does no wrong. And he has nothing to do with what's going on over here. And he doesn't even respond to me. And that's such a lie. That's such a lie. He's so bothered by what I'm saying that he's sending his trolls, these grown men, to come after me. And this type of behavior, just for a historian will know that their behaviors are patterns. People don't just wake up one day and become an exploiter. No, this is what I do. I exploited every area of my life. So I started seeing this patterns of exploitation in all 3 of these repacks. And the Big Pimpin' Happy Companion, he was exploiting these young women who didn't have much access to money. He was exploiting his dollars, his little dollars, his ability to go there and get money and make a business and take away business from the locals. He's exploiting that. And he's more importantly, what's even worse, I'm not going to say more importantly, but what's even worse, he's exploiting his own people. He's exploiting the repack community for everything, for every single thing. So this was another thing. I'm like, well, this man is exploiting the repack community for everything. So that's what led me really to keep going. Then I saw Dusty travel with Tay Tay, this pattern of paying men for sex, constantly paying younger men to have sex with her. That's exploitation. Phoenix Rain, same thing, having all these campaigns, having all these crowdfunding campaigns, but never completes any of them. Will take the money, get halfway through it, and nothing happens of it. Exploitation. Exploitation. I'm exploiting these people, these repacks. So this is when I was starting to see this pattern of exploitation, this pattern going on of them taking advantage of us. Just, okay, with Happy Companion, the tours. Remember the tours, you guys? The tours, that was another thing that led me down this trail, okay? The tours. The Happy Companions tours to the Gambia are 2 to 3 times as much as the locals charge, okay? And with the locals tours, the unique thing about their tours were that you could go to 2 or 3 places in one day with the locals tour, okay? But with the Happy Companion, his was just one day, and the cheapest one, I think, was $25, and that was to go to Serekunda Market. Now, everybody knows who's been to the Gambia. Serekunda Market, you guys, is like the corner store wherever you live at, okay? You know how you go to the corner store and you get whatever you want at the corner store? So he taking them a trip to the corner store and he charging $25. And the corner store, nobody in the Gambia is going to pay $25 to go to the corner store. But Americans will, because they don't know. They don't realize their Serekunda Market is like the corner store. They don't realize that. So they think, oh, he's taking me to Serekunda Market. Oh, this is a good deal. It's only $25. Yeah, in America, it's only $25. But we're talking about the Gambia. See, he's playing on your ability to not know. to not understand the exchange rate. That's what I'm finding about him. And what's crazy is he tells these people that I'm going to charge you. He don't tell you I'm overcharging you though, but he charges you for everything on his channel. He charges you for to comment on his channel. You have to pay for that. And then he says he doesn't take donations. He says he has all this money. He has all this money, you guys. He doesn't need donations. Okay? He doesn't need donations. But why is he taking crowdfunding money? Why does he have a Cash App and tell you to support the channel? What about that? What about that? So these are the things that led me down the trail, as you could say. Okay? So this is what I've come up with. I've come up with a design. We're going to do the same research design. We're going to do a qualitative analysis, which means we're going to use the comments. We're going to use videos. We're going to use everything that you can't count with numbers. That's how you know it's qualitative, because we're looking for the quality. We're looking for, what did they say? What did they say? What did they do? Okay, that's what we're looking at. So we're going to start. I don't know who I'm going to, well, the first video, I actually released the first video about the exploitation series. That was Dusty's video about Light Up the Gambia. That video was so, oh my God, y'all. That video was so full of lies. So full of lies. I don't know if you didn't see that video, if you seen that video, or if you did not see that video. But that video was so full of lies. It was unbelievable. Okay. So that was the first exploitation video. Okay. And that was about Dusty saying she did this, brought electricity to the village. This village brought these light bulbs, which turned out to be a complete lie. She paid for 5 light bulbs. There were 5 lights there. She claimed there was 12. I never saw 12. She never showed 12 to everybody. And then this video she just released a couple days ago, talking about, again, she's a philanthropist and she's doing all this. She showed 2 holes. But you said you put 12 lights in there, but you showed 2 holes. You see what I mean? This woman is just a liar. But there were already lights there. I thought she said there was no electricity there for 300 years. Remember, I don't know if you guys saw the video, but in the video that she just released, talking about she was a philanthropist, there's a house there that has lights. The lights are shining out. More lies. You can't believe anything this woman says. This woman has a problem. The first video about the exploitation was already released, okay? And it was the video, I think it's called Travel with Tay-Tay, Dusty Travel with Tay-Tay. Her first live was a whole lie. That's the first video in this new research series, okay? So we're going to keep looking at her each one teach one, because that's where she's exploiting people, because she's lying. Now that she knows I'm going to tell on her, that I'm going to file a complaint against her, now she wants to come out and tell you guys, oh, I'm not registered. No, you've never been registered and you've never been licensed. No, she hasn't. She hasn't. But she failed to tell you guys that. She failed to let you all know that. And you can't do that. You cannot do that. Okay? So that's why I'm going to file a complaint. But I want to get all that together. So we're going to look at this each one, teach one, and some discrepancies that I'm really finding, okay, with this each one, teach one, is how she adds up the money. Listen, I showed you some of this in the first video. Okay, I showed you how she says it was 18,000 Dalasi. Then she says 2,000. So it was like she goes and says it's 18,000 Dalasi. Then she jumps and says it's 2,000 Dalasi. Thank you. Right. I Play with Toys says he couldn't charge $25 to take people to the Long Beach swamp meet. That's exactly what it's like. The Long Beach swamp meet. That's exactly what Saracunda Market is like. But he's charging these people that. He's charging us that because we don't know. He's taking advantage of us not knowing. That's why it's exploitation, because he's taking advantage of what we don't know. And this is why I really, and the sad thing about it, you guys, is that by doing this research, I'm really not liking these people as people. And that's what's so sad. Because normally research doesn't make me not like them as a person, but as a person, personally, I don't like these people. I don't like the big pimp and happy companion. I don't like men like him. I know what kind of man he is, and I don't like him. I don't like him. And Dusty Travel with Tay Tay. I don't like her. These people are bullies. These people are bullies. And these people are repats. This is what's so sad. They're bullies and they're repats, and they have bad reputations. Dusty Phoenix Rain, a liar and a bully, always want to fight. That's all they ever talk about. How they want to beat you up. Dusty talking about she gonna come to my house and beat me up. Are you serious? How many times this woman tell me she want to do physical harm to me? These are the people we're talking about here. These are trash can people who were nothing in the United States. Nothing. And they go to Africa and think I can tell some lies and I can throw something against the wall and people will believe it and it's going to stick. Yeah, I really like KWESI as a person. I really do. Do you like KWESI Boyd as a person? Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. Before all of this, I had but before doing any of this research, I had no personal views about these people at all. None. But from doing the research, you got to understand, it's like you watch their videos, you read their comments, you read things, it's like you truly begin to know these people, because your Facebook will tell people all about you. Your YouTube tells people all about you, especially when you do videos and you talk about yourself or about issues that you're concerned about. You get to know these people. You get to know people. And then you just see how people really are. And I don't like people. I don't like bullies. And I don't like bullies. And I don't like people who have bad reputations. Yeah, I don't like them. KWESI, through the research, I found that he was a very nice person. He was a very nice person that these people just ganged up on and lied on. That's what I saw. I saw, okay, we can go after this person and we're going to do it. We're going to do it because we can get this off, and we're going to use his own people to do it. And that's what I saw. So but opinions of people can change, but so far, yeah, I like him as a person. I think he's a nice person. I think what happened to him was really bad and was really sad. And if you've been following this whole thing, you would know that it was bad and it was really sad. And then to know that there was another Black man who knew the truth, big pimping, happy companion, who knew the truth, who could have said, hey, y'all, this is not what happened. I don't know what these two ladies is talking about, and that's being nice. But my experience with him is something completely different. He helped me with my land when blacks had quit responding to my phone calls and my messages. He helped me with my land, but he didn't do that. He helped me secure my purchase. He could have solved all of this, but he didn't do that. So how I'm going to respect somebody and like somebody like that? And then you send trolls after me. You got to understand these people have trolled me. Trolled me. Only one I think hasn't sent trolls was Phoenix. She just trolled me herself, but she don't come to my channel. I go to her channel. So I wouldn't say Phoenix troll me. Phoenix don't troll me. She just try to ignore me. She just hope I'ma go away. Phoenix just hope I go away. She ain't trolling. She ain't doing nothing. She just like, please let this woman shut up and go away. But you said he took the happy companion to the orphanage to take advantage of virgins. But what that got to do with me? He ain't my man. It got nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me. Nothing. What he does has nothing to do with me. I know that comment. I asked him about that comment. We went through all that. And even with knowing all of that, what I've seen, yeah, I don't think this is a bad person. I don't think this is, and I didn't say that. You said, no, sir, ma'am, whatever you are. I didn't say that. The repack community said that. I didn't say anything. That's what you got to understand, this person, whoever you are, nitpick. I hope you're not a troll, Mr. Nitpick, because it sounds like you might be a troll. Well, I'm gonna let you say a little longer. Mr. Nitpick, Mr. whatever. Okay. What you fail to understand is that this is not Kiki Loves Nigeria saying anything. When I say something, I say this is what I think. Okay. But this data is not what I'm saying. This is coming from you all. This is what you all are saying. Okay. Now, the difference about this statement is that you all were saying that it was about young girls, remember? And they said that the happy companions' wives are very young. And they said the same thing about KWESI, okay? But KWESI showed us Lisa. Lisa was one of his wives. Lisa, he said, was 29 when they got married, and she was 30 when she made that video, okay? So I don't really know about that. That's all I know is that part right there, because that doesn't really have anything to do with what we're talking about. This is about what the repats think. You're talking about a comment, what the repats think about the happy companion, okay? And KWESI Boyd. This is what they think. This is their reputation. Yeah, this is what they said their reputation is. And after reading that, do I still think he's a nice person? I think he's a nice person. I think he's a nice person. But with this situation with these young girls, I don't know about that, sir. I don't know about that. Okay. But I know the happy companion is a troll. I know he's a troll. And then I know he promotes going to the Gambia to marry young girls. I know that. I play with toys. These two dudes ain't nothing alike. Okay, wait a minute. I play with toys. These two dudes ain't nothing but pea hunters. They had to go to Africa to claim their hotel kingdom. She's right. I mean, that's her opinion. That's what she thinks. That's what she thinks. I don't know. I don't know. I know Happy Companion is trash. The difference, this man promotes going to the Gambia to marry virgins, young virgins, 4 of them. Sounds like he's promoting sex tourism to me. I've never seen KWESI do a video like that. And I've watched a lot of his videos. I've been through his channel. I don't see that. I don't see him promoting any of this. Let's go to the Gambia, marry 4 wives, marry young girls. Let's get virgins. I don't see none of that. I don't see none of that from KWESI. I'm sorry. I don't. I don't. And like I said, y'all know how long I've been researching these people. I don't. I see a Nation of Islam person. That's what I see. And I know Nation of Islam, their culture is different. I see a Nation of Islam culture. I see that. But with the Happy Companion, that's not what I see. I see a fake Muslim. I see somebody who sees Islam and wants to exploit different aspects of Islam, namely that you can marry young girls. Second, you can marry virgins. Thirdly, you can get as many wives. You can have 4 wives and as many concubines as you want. This is what I see. And why I say that, nitpick, is because, and I play with toys, because he makes videos where he actually promotes this and tells you this is why you should go to the Gambia. Again, have I ever seen all the videos I've looked at about KWESI Boyd? Have I ever seen that type of video? No. Have I ever heard that type of conversation? No. I don't think KWESI promotes it, but I read it from I read it from his videos. I would stay so far away from his yes, yes, yes. If you don't, but see but I play with toys. There's some women though, and you know it is. Those women are out there who like those type of men and who want those type of relationships. We just don't. We just don't. But it's some who do. And it's some who have no problem with that. They have no problem with nation men. They have no problem with nation culture. They have no, and I know women like that. I know women like that. So, that's what I see. But the Happy Companion, Big Pimpin', he is bad. He's the worst of the worst. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he's the worst of the worst. Because that what he do is he's promoting that you go there, marry these young girls, 4 of them. You should hear him. Like he talking about dogs. Like he talking about Akitas. Akitas are expensive dogs. Come get you some Akitas. You can get you about 4 Akitas here. Y'all should see my Akita. She looking at me like, what? What are you talking about? I'm sorry, that was funny. But she looked over here like, what you talking about? But yeah, that's how he acting like. He talking about some dogs. No, no Islamic man would do that. No pious Muslim would do that. Because you guys, when you take more than 1 wife in Islam, that's a serious thing. That is nothing to be played with. That is nothing to be promoted as a business. That is nothing to be promoted as just something you do. If you got the money, you can do it. What? That's why, no, this man is trash. And I got this from the research, from his videos, listening to him in these videos, what he's saying, what he promoting. I got none of this from myself. This came from their mouths. Yeah, I don't do that. I don't believe in, my opinion is fact. No, I got to base that on something. I'm going to base it on more than just my opinion. Because that doesn't work for me. That's what's wrong with our community now. Too many people want to base their opinion as fact. Now just go over to the Happy Companions paid channel. You can see that to even comment, you got to pay. Now you telling me he's promoting unity in the Black community? Oh, for real? You got to pay. There's a membership for here, a membership. There's like 6 different things you got to pay for on his channel. And I can't figure them out yet, but I'm going to. I'm going to break it all down. I promise you that I am. Because I want you to see the magnitude of the pious Muslims' exploitation. Big pimping, the happy companion. Y'all know who he remind me of? It came to me finally last night. Bruh Man. Y'all ever seen Bruh Man on Martin? Bruh Man was on Martin. Martin Lawrence show is called Martin. And Bruh Man had whatever you wanted. Whatever you needed, Bruh Man had it. Bruh Man was selling it. That's him. That's Big Pimp and the Happy Companion. You need tours? I got it. You need dashikis? I got it. You need a car? I got it. You need land? I got it. You need a house? I got it. What you need? What you need? I got it. I got it. That's him. That's Bruh Man. That's Bruh Man from Martin. That's him. But you want to tell us that you helping everybody. You ain't helping them. You're not helping the people that get, oh, you said you're giving them jobs. So wait a minute. You cutting off their business, but you're giving them jobs. Okay. So that's what we're going to talk about with him. We're just going to look into all of his stuff. Because he has so much. It's unbelievable. And he claims, this is how I know he's lying. He claims he can pay for all of this with his retirement check from the military. Okay. You can pay for a house. You can pay for 4 businesses. You can pay for land. You can pay for employees, their transportation, and their food allowance. You can pay for all of that with your retirement check from the U.S. military. Wow. You guys seem like we should have went and retired from the military. Who he think we are? Boo Boo the Fool? He using y'all money to pay for this, and we're going to see. We're going to see what he's using this crowdfunding money for, because he says he doesn't take donations, but he sure does have a Cash App link at the end of his videos. And he says, if you want to support the content, what is that? Support the content. Or does Big Pimp, his people just love him so much they just want to give him money? But they probably do, because they troll for him. He was a 4-star general. He was a 4-star general. Oh my God. Are you playing or are you for real? Are you playing? I play with toys. Are you playing or are you serious? Because if this man was a 4-star general, I'm disappointed, because I've known 4-star generals, and they were way more classier than the Big Pimp and Happy Companion. He seemed more like, to me, like he's probably, what rank would I would give him a staff sergeant. Yeah. I would give him a staff sergeant. Yeah. He retired no higher than a staff sergeant. I'm telling you. I bet you he was a staff sergeant. Okay. Because he just, no. I mean, no. I've met 4-star generals, lots of 4-star generals. Well, not lots of them, but more than one. And they don't act like that. They carry themselves in a different way. He was a staff sergeant. I'm playing. He didn't get past the middle rank judging. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Judging from his anger, and no, he doesn't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right, he doesn't have the intellectual fortitude. No, and he has a lot of passive aggressiveness. And remember, you guys, I told you, he said that people have been out to get him and undermine him in his careers. Like, those people that always talk about somebody's working to destroy them. That's what he said about his careers. So he probably did not get past staff sergeant. I bet you. But I'm gonna see if I can find out. I don't know. He never talks about his rank. That's why it's not a big rank. Because if it was a big rank, he'd constantly be talking about it. because people with big rank in the military, they like to talk about that. So that's what we're going to do for him. He's got a lot of businesses. I got to break each one of them down. I got to find out, how much he charges for his services. I don't know how I'm going to do that because some of them he doesn't list. The tours, we already have that, but the clothing business, I don't know, and how we could find that out, but we'll see. But that's what we're going to do for him. Okay. Then we're going to move to, I think we're going to do it interchangeably. Like one day I'll do the big pimpin'. The next day I'll do maybe Dusty travel with Tay Tay, and then Phoenix Rain. Okay. So we can keep them in rotation because it's a lot. Okay. So Phoenix Rain, this is what we're going to do with her. She has numerous crowdfunding projects. I don't even know if she knows these are crowdfunding projects. Okay. I don't even know if she knows this. Okay. So her Design Africa, that's the one I want to look at. The Design Africa project. This was the first project she said she was going crowdfunding project. She said she was going to complete when she came to the Gambia. Okay. I heard her talk about this project, but I'd never heard anything else about this project. Okay. So what we're going to talk about, what I'm going to look for, we're going to look for what were the goals of this project. From what I could tell, she said she was going to do this big project, Runway of Africa. It was going to be like a showcase for all of the people, the designers in the Gambia. Okay. This is what she said. This is what I could see. I'm going to go back, research more to get more information. Okay. Now, where were the funds actually applied? Okay. This is what I want to see. Where did she actually apply the funds for this Design Africa project? Okay. Where did she actually, what did she do with this money? Where did the funds go for this Design Africa project? Okay. And who benefited from this money? Because see, these crowdfunding, you can have a personal, like say I went, like when I moved, okay. If I didn't have enough money, I could have came and did a crowdfunding. Said, hey, everybody, I need some money. Help me move, please. Everybody, donate. Give me some money. Okay. Crowdfunding for that. I'm gonna let you guys see where I move. You guys, I'm gonna be able to make better videos. Blah blah blah. Okay, that's my goal. I made you a goal. My goal is to move. My promise is that you're gonna see the videos, and you're gonna be able to enjoy more videos from me because I moved. So that's what you're getting out of it. But she's not doing that. She's not saying that. So if she's benefited personally from these crowdfundings without telling you all that, then she's misappropriating these funds. She's mismanaging these funds. Okay? Because where is this money going? All we keep seeing her doing is moving. Now she's having another crowdfunding project that's made in Africa, made Academy. But she's also moving again. You can't do that. That's against the rules. See, all of this funding has rules to it. You can't just make up the rules as you go. So where are the funds actually going, Dusty, Phoenix Rain? What are you doing with the money? Just moving? Just moving from here? Just moving from there? Moving from here? Moving to there? When your money run out, you move again? You have a crisis or you start another crowdfunding? So how much money was raised from this project? Because see, with the crowdfunding, they have to tell you how much they raised. You have a right to know. We have a right to know this. We have a right to know because they're asking us for money, right? So how much money did you get from these projects? Why did Phoenix Rain say she was organizing this project? What was it for? I don't even know what it was for, you guys. I'm listening to the video, but I'm still trying to figure out Why was she, what was it all about? What was it for? I mean, what was the end game? That's what I'm trying to figure out. For the Design Africa project, what was the end game? And it sounded like the end game was just a big fashion show. But where was the fashion show? It never occurred. If I'm missing it, help me, y'all, because I can't watch all the videos. And I just started doing this research, so I'm gonna need a lot of help because this is a lot. This is a big one. Because these people got multiple lies going. They got 4, 5, 6 lies going at one time. So now, where did the money go? How much was raised? Why did she say she was doing it in the first place? Just to do it? That's what it sounded like to me. It sounded like she was just doing it just to do it. And you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's bringing cultural awareness. But if that's why you're doing it, you need to tell people why you're doing it, so we can make sure you do it. So we can hold you accountable. People, when you give people your money, you need to hold them accountable. It's all about more than a fashion. It is about more than a fashion show. Okay, so Nitpick, what is it about? Nitpick says it was about more than a fashion show. Then what was it about? Because I don't see anything about it. I don't see nothing. I've seen the one video. Now tonight, when I get off here with you guys, I'm gonna go back through it because I'm gonna do a video about her because she think I forgot about her, y'all. I've been so busy with the trolls from Happy Companion and Dusty Travel with Tay Tay that I haven't even said nothing about her in a while. She probably sitting there so glad. She probably thinking, oh, thank God, I hope she forgot. Who? You? She ain't talking about me. Yeah, I'm coming back for you, girl. I ain't forgot. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and try to find some more about this project, Design Africa project. I can't find anything. I even Googled it to try to see if it was something on the internet about it. It's not even nothing on the internet about it. So what is it? What was it? Did it happen? Did it not happen? If it didn't happen, then you guys need to ask for your money back. Then she scammed you out your money. She committed fraud. Isn't that what she said KWESI did? And Art Cathey? But the prosecutor said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's not what happened, ma'am. They have a legitimate business, ma'am. Let's see. What you saying, Nick Pick? It looks like the creation of a merchandising center. It looks like it would be something beneficial. Okay, that's the maid. Are you talking about the maid in Jaro school? Is that the one you talking about? Nitpick, the new one. Nitpick, not the new one. This is when she first came. Nitpick, she done had about 5 projects. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you. It's been about 5 projects. Okay, this was the first one when she came. It's called Design Africa Project. If y'all know anything about that, please let me know because I'm having a hard. Okay, you said that's it. Okay, so Nitpick said it looks. Well, Nitpick, where's the information? Because I sure can't find it. It looks like the creation of a merchandising center. So Nitpick, let me tell you something. Right off. This is a scam. Because let me tell you, what you just described to me is how she describes this new project. Okay. So how could this Design Africa project be the same as this made in Jaro, this MAD, this new program? So she just gives it different names. Right, like I was just saying. So if this is the same, if what you're saying is that this is Design Africa project, this is exactly the way she describes the MAID program. And that just sounds like a scam to me. but we're going to investigate it. Toys. Broke folk women. I Play with Toys says broke folk don't create viable products. They don't. They don't. Don't. She doesn't. Right. And she's broke. She can't, yeah, she can't create a viable product because she can't focus on the product because she's got to focus on living. See, I can't create a viable product when I'm hungry and when I got to focus on eating, unless that product's going to help me eat. Okay, what you say, Nitpick? Nitpick says, the thing where she is raising money is go. Okay, that's the maid one, Nitpick. Yeah, that's the new one. There's another one. See, I'm going to go from the beginning to when she got there because they've all been there a year. So that's going to give me plenty of data. You've been there a year. You got a lot for me to look through and investigate. So I started from the beginning. This woman started a program called Design Africa right after she got there. And it was supposed to be this big design program where it was going to be like the Project Runway of the Gambia. Okay. Then I saw nothing else about it. She was raising money for it, and I saw nothing else about it. And I'm wondering if this is the same thing where she got those sewing machines and she was asking for needles and thread and all of that. See, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But we're starting with this Design Africa project because, like I said, I never seen, and it's a year. It's only been a year. There should be lots of information about that. If it's a new program, it should be lots of information. So that's what we're going to look into about her because she does lots of crowdfunding and she moves with it. She just gets her another apartment. Okay. So what did she say she was? This is another point. What actually, this is, I said this earlier, what actually did she say she was going to do with the crowdfunding money? Okay. That's what you guys got to understand. When people start asking you for money on YouTube, okay, you need to sit and think. Ask them, what are they going to do with this money? And what am I going to get out of it? Okay. If they don't do that, then you need to hold these people accountable. You need to ask them for your money back because they cannot just use your money for personal stuff. They cannot just go pay their bills with your money. They can't do that. And then I wanted to know, wait a minute, Nitpick says, she actually has some good ideals with a cleaner reputation and a better background. She could get fun. Yeah. You know what, Nitpick? I thought that too. I really did. I thought that. I was like, dang, sometimes she makes sense. And sometimes her ideals are really good. But Nitpick, something ain't right there. I think her background really has some drug addiction in it. And you guys, I'm not trying to be funny because I have had drug addiction in my family, so I know drugs that's not a laughing matter. But I can tell, I can just tell. This woman comes across to me as somebody who has some addiction problems, okay? And like you said, if her background was cleaner and she had a better reputation, because her reputation is horrible. It's horrible how she resorts to fighting. Every time you say something to her, she want to fight. She want to meet you at turntable and fight. Who's going to fund you? Just like Dusty. Dusty thinks she's going to travel, have a nonprofit. Okay, to have a nonprofit, you guys, first you got to have a board, which means you got to have somebody backing you. Okay. And usually the backers have to be reputable people in that community. Now, you tell me what reputable person is going to back Dusty Travel with Tay Tay, who goes around and threatens everybody who doesn't agree with her. Who's going to do that? Because guess what? As soon as I find out who her board members are, I'm going to send them videos. Yeah, those threatening videos that she's made about me. I'm going to send them those messages that she sends me, threatening me. And I'm not talking about her talking about my appearance. I could care less what she says about my appearance. That doesn't even matter to me. But her reputation and how she threatens people, what board member, who's going to be her board? Who's going to stand up for her? Both of them are the same. No good. Trash. Okay, the May project can actually train people and create jobs. If the products are good, they can actually move from the West. I can see her home projects enlarged. Yeah, that's what she wants you to believe. But that's a good idea. That's good in concept. That's good in theory. But what is her reputation? Does she have a reputation of this is an international trade? Does she have a business? Does she have a reputation of doing international trade? Does she have a reputation of doing local trade? Does she have a reputation of doing anything other than selling us a dream, as Victor Thomas said? Does she have a reputation of completing anything? Just to complete what you just said, do you know how many steps that takes? Do you know how many steps that takes to complete that? That's a huge undertaking. A huge undertaking. And these people will never deal with anybody like Phoenix Rain. They're going to come right on YouTube. Type up your name and see what you're all about. None of those big department stores will deal with anybody who have reputations like that. No. None of this. It's like this was one of her dreams. This was another one of her pipe dreams that are never going to come to fruition. It's never going to come to fruition. Never. Never. That's all it is. Just another one of her pipe dreams to get some money from somebody. That's all it was. You see what she, I'm not going to even say that part, but that's all it's about. Getting some money, getting her a new place to live. So we need to see when she actually started this campaign. And we're talking about the Design Africa project. A nitpick. The Design Africa project was the same thing. It was a very good idea. It was a way to get African artists exposed, African designers exposed. It was all of that. It was all of that. All of that. But what happened to it, nitpick? You tell me, because I don't know. I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find out. Because I don't know what happened to it. I don't know what happened to it. And she's done this more than once, even with the phone situation, nitpick. She said, remember, she said they stole her phone. They stole her phone, right? Then she said she had insurance on her phone. Okay, so we all know in America, it's either what, $50, $75, $100 insurance for a phone. Why go on YouTube and make a whole video crying for days talking about this phone? Having Sammy's Treasure, this is how you know what it was really about. Because Sammy's Treasure goes on her channel and start begging for money for her, talking about she need money to move. Her phone was stolen and she need money to move. The Gambians was saying, why should we take care of her? Why do we need to take care of her? But to us, to the Americans who watch her channel, she telling us it's all about her cell phone. It's all about her cell phone. But Sammy Treasure revealed it all. She needed that money to move, just like we suspected, because she was moving that weekend. But the repacks, you guys had said that. You guys had already said that. Macy's has a huge cultural home and goods department. They scout out products like this. I was waiting to see what happens. Oh, yeah, well, nitpick, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I don't know if you're a man or a woman, but it's not going to happen. nitpick. It's not going to happen. I'm telling you, it ain't going to happen. You got a better chance of making that happen than Phoenix Rain has of making that happen. Because she's just using this to make some money. That's all she's doing. Why did she move again? You know, that's what I'm trying to figure it out. She said, remember she said she owned the house, y'all? She bought the house. She bought the house. She said she had bought this house. But then she started talking about the people who owned the house. And she was saying it was a lot of problems with the house. She said they moved in, it wasn't rainy season. And during the rainy season, that's when they start noticing all the problems in the house. That there was a lot of leaks. There was a lot of electrical problems. It was sound like it was just a lot of problems in the house. Then she said one of the house's family members, people who owned the house, their family members, one of them were still in her cash power. So it just sounds crazy to me, but that's why she's leaving. That's what she said why she's leaving. So we don't know why she's really leaving. We don't know. We just know what she says why she's leaving. Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah, nitpick, she does have possibilities. Her ideals have possibilities. How do we even know those are her ideals? How do we know she's not looking that stuff up online? How do we know she's not Googling that every night, looking up ideals online and stealing other people's ideals? We don't know that. We don't know that this Design Africa project was not somebody else's ideal she saw on the internet. We don't know if this Made Academy school, we don't know if that was somebody else's idea. I know that ideal she was talking about of not wasting anything. I know that's not her ideal. I know that's a trend that's going on with seamstresses. Seamstresses, is that how you say it? With the seamstress community. I also know that recycling your clothes, like making pants into a top, like she was teaching the girls at that school. I know that's a trend that's going on within the seamstress community. So these aren't things that she's creating. These are trends. So how do we know this Made Academy is not a trend? We don't know. We don't know if this is truly her ideal. These ideals sound too good to be coming from somebody who accused somebody of being a fraudster, a scammer, and mismanaging money. These ideals just sound too good to come from somebody who the Gambians are accusing of using cocaine and being an alcoholic. And we know she drinks a lot. We know this woman drinks a lot. We know she drinks a lot. So at this point, I don't even believe these are her personal ideals. I think she does a lot of Google searches, and I think she gets ideals from Google, and I think she covets those ideas and she says they're hers without citing her source. That's what I think she does. Because people who have ideals like that, for one, your ideals become a part of you. And you work until that ideal becomes, until you create it into a life. You know what I mean? Until it becomes real. People who really create, they can't just go hop from here and there. They don't hop from one thing to the next like that without completing any of it. That's how I know she's not a creator. Because look at this, look at the clothing line. She was supposed to go there and be a seamstress. Remember? Let's back up. Why did she go there? Remember? She was gonna be, well, we know why she went. She went to work for KWESI. She was hoping there was going to be a relationship. It wasn't. Then she decided to overthrow the whole thing because Molly Morris, the snake in the grass, the UK Jamaican snake in the grass, she was listening to him and Adrian from Blackset and Juliet from Blackset. Yeah. So that's what happened with her. She was listening to them. So this Phoenix Rain lady, I don't believe she's a creator. I think she steals ideas. Oh, we were saying why she came. She came, okay. So she listened to them. She started the coup, remember? Okay. Then what happened after that? What did she do after that? She said she was opening up some seamstress school. She came there to teach Gambians how to sew, remember? Remember she said that? But she brought no needles. She brought no thread. She brought no sewing machine. She brought nothing. Even to this day, she has not sewn one clothing line, not one line of clothing. I've seen some little pieces that she's made, but a seamstress, a designer, and you're in Africa where fabric is inexpensive, and you have all this inspiration around you, and you haven't made anything. You've made maybe 2 or 3 pieces, and they're not even pieces that you're like, wow. I seen this dress she made for somebody. I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't even believe it. I think this woman might sew, but I don't think this woman is a seamstress. I don't think she's a designer. I don't think that. I don't think that. I just don't. And why I say that is, again, because of the data. The data doesn't show me when I'm looking at her channel. It doesn't show me her constantly making stuff, her constantly making things. The data doesn't show me her constantly researching new ideas, trying to get this off and completing this and completing that. It doesn't show me any of that. It just showed me somebody who always drinking some wine, or at most two drinking something and saying, I got this idea. It's like drunk talk. That's all I see from her. I haven't seen one thing she's completed since she's been there. I really have not. And if I'm wrong, please correct me. Please correct me. Because I haven't seen one thing she's created. So that's what we're going to do with her. We're going to just follow her through all of her little shenanigans. We're going to follow that. Well, the power is always down. Oh, you're talking about no, it's not always down. That's not true. The power is not always down. She tells you that. That's her famous line. It won't let me be great. But that's not true, because if that's not true, if that's the case, how do the Gambian designers get their stuff made? I told you I was just in the Gambia when April, May. I was there for my birthday. I got 2 dresses made in, I think, 2, 3 days. This man had a whole store. He was sewing. He had all kind of orders, but he was still able to make all kind of clothes that were hanging all up against the wall. He had a whole line of fat. That's what I'm saying. This man is a designer. He's a designer. Phoenix is not a designer. She's not a seamstress. She's somebody who likes to sew. She thinks she can sew. But look at her things that she sew. They require the minimal amount of sewing as possible. Like the veil she made for the wedding. Did you see that? And she bragged about that. A veil. She glued the rhinestones on. Now you guys want me to think this is a serious seamstress. This is not a seamstress. Okay, I Play with Toys says she can make the dashikis into She's House of Fashion. Yeah, she can. She probably can't even do that though. So I'm serious. I Play with Toys. I have never even seen her make anything like that. And you would think that she would make dashikis like every day, or have like a ton of that. I'm not trying to be funny, y'all, because y'all know I don't talk about people. Okay, but y'all, this woman been wearing these same tank tops since she been in the Gambia for 1 year. 1 year. She been wearing these same tank tops. Now, if you can sew and you a seamstress, Why aren't you making you dashikis? Why aren't you making you little cute sundresses? Why aren't you making you little cute tops? The fabric is inexpensive. It's the labor paying somebody to sew that costs you money. But if you're a seamstress, why don't you do this for yourself? Why are you going around there looking like that? Because she can't sew. I'm telling y'all this woman, yeah, I make dance uniforms. People who know me, that's where the trophies. I had a dance team before COVID hit. I made the uniforms. If you say, Kiki, go get me them dance uniforms, show me some dance uniforms you can make. Do y'all know I can right now go get you some dance uniforms? I can show you a whole line. I have a lines, designer lines of dance uniforms. Okay? Of dance uniforms, along with having my YouTube channel, along with working full time. Yeah. So I know what a designer does, especially when you create clothing. So no, I'm doubting this is even a designer. This is somebody who likes to sew or thinks they can sew. I ain't even gonna say she liked to sew, because if she liked to sew, she would have made her some clothes by now. Let's see, the rebirth of Gordon Gradle. Who is that? Who is that? I play with toys. I don't know who that is. But this is really sad, because this is how much this woman lies. And you all, people are out there sending this woman, and she had trolls too to come for me, but her trolls are so far and few between. So far and few between. I don't even see her trolls anymore. Okay, so we got any more questions about Dusty? Dusty Phoenix Rain. So we're done with her. Okay, that's what we're going to look at with her. Start her projects. We're going to examine her projects, her crowdfunding projects. Did she say what did she do what she said she was going to do? Okay, we're going to start with the Design Africa project. Now, with the Dusty Travel with Tay Tay, we're going to move on to her. We kind of already talked about what we're going to talk about with her. With her, we're going to talk about her each one teach one. Her pretending that she is a nonprofit, and she is not a nonprofit. She is not a nonprofit. Just because she says she's a nonprofit does not make her a nonprofit. I've checked the nonprofit registries in the United States, and she is not registered in any. I have video. I have footage of it. I have reports to show you. This woman is not. She said it though. She said it, but this was after I found out. But I knew she wasn't, because like we were saying about Phoenix, this lady, Dusty Travel with Tay Tay, does not carry herself in a way that she could even receive donations. Like I said, what board member is going to be her board member? Because I'm going to ask them. So you basically promote cyberbully, because this lady is a cyberbully, and she sends her trolls to come after you. It's not just her. She doesn't just bully you. She has a whole Dusty Diva squad that comes after you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what she does. And they cyber bully you. And you're on this person's board, really? And anybody who any organization who even thinks about donating her money, I'm gonna write them a letter. Yeah, yeah. You thought I was playing about this? I'm not playing about this. I'm a public servant for real. For real. Not for play. Not for play. And this right here, what we've been studying, what we've been seeing for weeks, playing with people, playing with people's money, playing with people's reputation, playing with the justice system. I'm not here to play. I'm here to regulate. That's what I'm going to do. Regulate. So we're looking at that with her. The each one teach one. Okay. Just like she said, for case in point, she told whoever donated to her, she was going to get you were donating to her, bringing lights. First she said to the city, remember? Then she switched it. You can't do that. If I tell you I want to donate to you putting lights in the city, you cannot take my money and say, okay, Kiki, I'm going to donate. I'm going to put these lights in the city. But then after you get my money, you say, oh, I changed my mind. I'm going to donate to the country. I'm going to put the lights in the country. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. I want my money back. See, it doesn't work like that. And this is what she's doing. She said she was going to put them in the city. Then she said she put them in the country. Then she said she was putting the whole pole. Remember? The whole street light. She said she was taking money for the entire street light. Remember that? She didn't do that. She tells you in the video, she took money for lights. Light bulbs. Light bulbs. 5 light bulbs. That's all the lights we saw, was 5 light bulbs. And you know what? And I'm starting to think now, those might have been the lights from the neighbor's house. Because remember, I don't know if y'all saw the video. I'm going to do a video about that. Because now I'm starting to even question, were there any lights at all? Were there any lights? Did they put up any lights? Because in this other video, hey, how you doing? CW baby girl. I'm starting to think maybe there wasn't no lights put up because y'all, oh my God. Now that I'm thinking about it, this new video she just put out, the philanthropy video, I swear to y'all, those look like the same lights that are in that live video. The same lights. I'm gonna check it out because she lied and said there wasn't no lights in the village. But remember, I told you it had to be lights there. There had to be a lighting initiative for them to even take her lights and for them to say they needed 19 more. So that meant they had to be lighting up that village, which was a lie. She said there were no lights there. And I'm really starting to think those are the same lights because they looked like this, like they were in the same location. She only showed 2 holes. You can't do that. You can't take people's money and say, I'm going to do a street light in the city and I'm going to put your name on it. And then when you get my money, you say, oh, I changed my mind. I'm going to make a whole video and change my mind and say, oh, I donated this money. I donated these lights. I got light bulbs, not lights. I got light bulbs. And I donated these light bulbs to this organization who's going to put up the lights. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's not how it works. That's not how it works, Dusty. It doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. You can't take people money and tell them you're going to do one thing with it and then do something else with it. That's why you're getting a complaint filed against you. That's why you can't run a nonprofit without a license and without letting people know. Because see, people will do this type of stuff. They don't know how to regulate donations. They don't know how to handle donations. That's why everybody cannot work at a nonprofit. To work at a nonprofit in the United States, you have to pass a background check. Okay? You have to pass a criminal background check. Everybody cannot work at a nonprofit. So this whole I'm this philanthropist in her mind, in her head. Yeah, give money away. But you saying you're this person, this is not true. Yes, she's right. She says, Carmen Jones, hello, Carmen Jones. She says, the truth is important. It's not what we always want to hear, but thank you. Thank you. Because you're right. And it's not what I want to say. You think I want to sit up here and say all of this? You think I want to sit up here and read all of this? You think I want to sit up in my room and my head spinning around about all the lies I've just read? And now I got to come on YouTube and say, these people are still lying. These people are nothing but liars. And these are my people. These are my people. And we're doing this to each other. It brings me no joy. It brings me no satisfaction to have to do this. But I do it because I have to. We have to tell the truth. We have to hold each other accountable. We have to. And if that means I get trolled, if that means I get called names, if that means I get talked about, then oh well. But the truth will be told. The truth will be told. And this woman is playing you. Dusty traveled with Tay Tay, Phoenix Rain, Big Pimpin' the Happy Companion. All of them are exploiting you. All of them. The things they were accusing KWESI of are the things they're doing to you. Where's the outrage in them with them? Where's the videos about them? This is really something. It's just really something. It's just really something. How people get so mad when you dare to tell the truth. When you dare to tell the truth. But it's okay to lie. It's okay to do that. But when you tell them the truth, oh, it's a problem. That's a big problem. But no, I'm just going to keep rolling with the truth. I'm going to keep on rolling with the truth. If you got a problem with the truth, then that means you got a problem. That means that's your problem, and you need to deal with that. But thank you so much, Miss Carmen Jones. So, we're talking about Dusty. Dusty's a liar. Dusty would never get a license to have a nonprofit in the United States. The IRS would never approve her. Never. Never. Because she's not going to meet all the elements for one. Where's she going to get a board from? Her reputation is trash. She pays people for sex. She's a cyber bully. She's a liar. We know all of this. And you think the United States government is going to say, okay, it's okay you did all of this. It's okay you took money without telling people. It's okay that you took money without being registered in any of the 37 states. You think the IRS is going to say, okay, you really think that? And what does she say? Oh, I have an attorney now. You really think they're going to care about your attorney? They're not going to care about that. They're going to see that you were practicing. You were acting as a charity without a license, and you weren't telling people that. And somebody complained about you doing it. And that someone is me. Yeah. You can't do that. And then decide after the fact, oh, I'm gonna just get me a board and get together and it's all good. No, it's not all good because you mismanaged these people's money. You bought light bulbs. You told them you were buying light poles. You said 12. Then you said 5. Then you counted 5 lights. Then you said light bulbs. But then you show 2 holes in the ground. See why everybody can't run a nonprofit in the United States? You see why? So this is what we're going to look at with her. We're going to really look into her each one, teach one. We already know that she has no license for that. So we're going to go and just talk about the money. That's another thing. She will tell you one price. She'll quote you one price, okay? But she marks it up. Like she'll say in the video, I pointed it out. She said it was $18,000. Then she said it was $2,000. Well, she does that a lot. She does that for everything she tells you to donate for. She marks it up. She marks it up, and I think it was it was between $5. It was between a $5 and a $4.50 markup. Mm-hmm. So just think if she did that for 10 people. 10 people. Say 10 people donate. How much did she say it was? $40? How much did she say? $40. I think she said $40. Yeah, and that's 10 people donate, so that's $400, okay? So it's $400. Now think about that. So the $400 that she gets, okay? That's nothing though. I just can't believe that she's doing all this for $400. So $400, it's really not $400, okay? So she's rounding it to $400. Say it's $350, okay? This is an example. Say the total cost is $350. She'll tell you it's $400, and she'll say it in Dalasi because she know in Dalasi you don't understand. Okay, and then she'll say, "Well, that's just $400," but it's really not, because once you convert it, what she told you, the Dalasi to dollars, it's really $350, not 400. But she'll say, "Oh, it's XYZ Dalasi, and that's only $400. So all you got to do is give me $400." Okay, but when you actually go convert XYZ is really only $350. So she's taking that profit of $4.50. You see what I'm saying? She does that a lot. She does it all the time, actually, all the time. Again, she marks it up between $5 and $4.50. You can't do that as a nonprofit. You can't do that, period. But that's what she's doing. That's why you got to be registered in 37 states to solicit funding because of things like this. This is the way the government makes sure you don't get taken advantage of, or at least try to. Okay, so we're going to look at that with her. We're going to look at that whole thing, that whole nonprofit and exploiting people through the nonprofit, through the taking the money. We're going to go into, I'm going to look and see if I can find some more about these lights. These she just posted another video, but I didn't see any more lights in there. So we're going to see where's Dusty running this nonprofit with that license or a fundraising registration. We said we think so. And why do we suspect Dusty is exploiting the repack community? We just saw the video. We just saw the video about the lights. Remember, she's exploiting us because she's charging you guys more than what it's actually costing her. And she's not doing what she said she was going to do. Okay. So those are our projects that we're going to look at. And we already talked about the Happy Companion. We talked about him. What we're going to look at with him. We're just going to check out his crowdfunding and all of that and just see where it goes with that. Because he does crowdfunding too with Cash App. So we're going to check out all of that. So we have CW Baby Girl says a lot of these repack is about, it is. That's what I see. They're about getting money. They're not playing. And Big Pimpin' Happy Companion, oh my God. He don't care. He lets you know he's about that money. That's all he is about, is that money. But you know what? He, CW baby girl, he has a lot to pay for. He has a house. He has a wife. He said he has somebody. The repat community says he has 2 wives, but he says he was playing. He only has 1. I don't know how many he has, but he has a wife. He has a house. He has land. He has businesses. He has workers. He has all of this. How's he going to support all of this? Not off that retirement check from the military. They need this money. They really need this YouTube money. They need y'all donations. Because I'm telling you, electricity is expensive. Medicine is expensive. Going to the doctor is expensive. And everybody over there gets sick during the rainy season. All these people have been sick. Your house, you see their cars is all messing up. All this is money. These are unexpected expenses. So who they got to turn to? The repat community. They're going to turn to us. They're going to try to make money off of us. That's the plan now. Make the money off of us. So that's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking into. Now that they're there, they've been there a year. They realize, oh, this ain't enough money. This place costs more than what I thought it did. I need more money. I need more money. So what I'm gonna do? What can I do? What can I do to get more money? Exploit these repats. And that's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. And we're going to use our research skills to break it down, just like we did. All right. So look, we've been on here for how long? 2 hours and 21 minutes. So we're about to get off here tonight, y'all. I'm so happy again that KWESI Boyd and Art Cathey have been vindicated. I'm so happy that you guys are on it. I'm so happy that I listened to you guys. I'm so happy that Dusty traveled with Tay Tay bullied me. I'm so happy that she came and trolled me. I'm so happy that she threatened me. Because you know what? If she would have never done that, I would have never, ever even looked at this case again. I thought KWESI was guilty. I thought, and that was the end of it. It wasn't until this woman started to bully me, this Dusty travel with Tay Tay, that I thought to myself, if this woman and her friends treat me like this, they're treating everybody like this. And that's when the information, when I started looking, that's when it started coming to me. That all of these people are bullies. And guess what? Not only are they bullies, they're liars. They lied on KWESI. I'm like, what? And then the information just started rolling in, y'all. It started rolling in. So yeah, this is something. Yes, you are right. Medical is a lot. If you can't pay it, you don't get help. Exactly. You don't. It's not like here. You know how here they got to take you in, they got to stabilize you, and then they can go. The hospital can't turn you away. Not there. Not there. You pay for everything. That's what I'm telling y'all. You pay for every single thing. Your car break down, and cars break down all the time over there, all the time. Where's that extra money going to come from? They don't know how to make it. Like, they don't know how to make it because they're not from there. It's just like here. When Africans come here, they don't know how to make it here because they're not from here. They have to be taught how to make it here. And somebody from here has to teach them that. So it's just like when we go there. We don't know how to make it. We don't know that. But instead of us, sticking with the Gambian people, trying to figure it out with them, no, we stick with each other. We stick with each other because, of course, what could the Gambians possibly teach us? They can come work for the happy companion, big pimpin'. I can give them jobs and I can feed them. Yeah, but they're never my equals. Never. Yeah. This is pretty much what's going on. The Gambians aren't their equals, and the repats are nothing but money. Nothing but money. Nothing but money. That's all we are, to support their lives. To support their lives. So, we got our new research project started. We know where we're going with it. So, we're going to expect new videos about this exploitation of KWESI Boys repats, how they're exploiting the repat community. All right, you guys, if we don't have any more questions, you guys don't have any more questions. It was really good to see you guys tonight. I missed you from last week. And what a way to come back to know that the prosecutor in the Gambia has vindicated KWESI and Art Cathey. What a way to come back. I'm so happy to hear that news. Congratulations, KWESI. Congratulations, Art Cathey. And to the Dusty Divas and Big Pimpin', happy companion. I'll be seeing you real soon. All right, people. Talk to y'all later.